want to. Yes, you would host too if you got to give out free money. Yes, you would. But seriously, do I get to keep any of this? Because it's my birthday after all. Tonight's pot is $5,000. Yes, and here are the rules. So you're gonna have 10 seconds to pick your answer. Choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay in the game because you can keep playing along for fun and to hang out with me on my birthday. What the birthday girl wants, the birthday girl gets. Let's place bets now. How many times do you think I'm gonna remind you that it's my birthday during this show? Throw that in the chat. Yeah. Also guess my age. No, I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, y'all. Ain't no party like a display party, and this display party is just getting started. So yeah, let's do the damn thing. It's trivia time. Question 1. Which of the following is not a current late night TV host? Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Oscar the Grouch. Which of the following is not a current late night TV host? Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Oscar the Grouch. There are so many good late night shows these days. Although, none as good as this show, don't mind if I say so myself. Anyway, there's so many that it's impossible to keep track of who's doing what. But one of these people is definitely not hosting a talk show. Unless you can do it from your own personal trash can. Yeah, this dude won't be sitting at a late night desk anytime soon. Unless it's a show for trash talking, then he'd be a shoo-in. Oscar the Grouch hasn't been tapped yet to host a late night show, but you know what? Dream big, Oscar. Dream big. Question 2. What kingdom of life do coral belong to? Animal, plant, fungi. What kingdom of life do coral belong to? Animal, plant, fungi. It's the kingdom of life, and it moves us all. Hey, you're moving us all. Where are you taking us? Slow down. Hey, I say slow down. Speaking of moving, these little critters actually can move. Well, maybe not move so much as get picked up in a current and float. And where do they finally meet up for their family reunion? The reef, of course. Oh, the sweet, sweet reef, which is the part we notice because it's pretty. A coral are actually tiny polyps that are considered animals. Just because it doesn't have eyes or mouth doesn't mean it can't be adorable. Let's float on into question 3. Well, all of the following instruments would commonly be found in a traditional jazz quartet except what? Upright bass, gong, saxophone. All of the following instruments would commonly be found in a traditional jazz quartet except what? Upright bass, gong, saxophone. More like uptight bass. Oof, that guy never wants to have any fun. I invited him to come out with us after work and he was like, I can't, I'm too high strung. You know, at least he knows. Awareness is the first step. In anything, really. You think, therefore you are. Kicking butt in this trivia game. So believe in yourself and tap that answer. The only instrument I don't think you'll find in a jazz quartet, but maybe on a game show, is a gong. Going, going, gong. It's question 4. Which of the following is not an English translation of a traditional yoga pose? Chair pose, cat pose, cardinal pose. Which of the following is not an English translation of a traditional yoga pose? Chair pose, cat pose, cardinal pose. Remember, display bees, deep breaths throughout the quiz today. In yoga, they normally say today's practice, but this isn't practice, people. This quiz is the real thing. Practice makes perfect, sure, but the only way to win money here is by being perfect. Plus, in yoga, you basically have to make yourself into a pretzel. No need to do that while you play this game, but hey, I'm not stopping you if you really want to. No posers playing today's game, though. You all are the real thing. What's not a thing? Cardinal pose. Hey, I bet a lot of you are in chair pose right now. Get comfy, because it's question 5. Select the race that is not an event in the Triple Crown competition. Preakness Stakes, Kentucky Derby, U.S. Open. Select the race that is not an event in the Triple Crown competition. Preakness Stakes, Kentucky Derby, U.S. Open. I mean, what am I even going to do with 3 crowns? Like attach 2 more heads to my shoulders? What? It's not like if I get 3 crowns, I'm gonna share them. I mean, I think that's kind of the point of having a crown, right? Is that you don't have to share. You can let them eat cake, but only if they've been nice and brought good presents to your birthday party. Kings and queens, how are we holding up right now? The Triple Crown is a series of horse races held in the spring, and that's the title you get if you win all 3. Again, 3 crowns seems a bit excessive, especially for a horse. But don't let me be a naysayer. Question 6. This actress played Ben Affleck's missing wife in the film adaptation of the novel by Gillian Flynn. Carey Mulligan, Rosamund Pike, Naomi Watts. This actress played Ben Affleck's missing wife in the film adaptation of the novel by Gillian Flynn. Carey Mulligan, Rosamund Pike, Naomi Watts. Do not even point out that we do a lot of Ben Affleck questions on this show because I so do not even like him. Ew, gross. No, I just like him as a friend. What? Okay, so he's cute and funny and smart and nice. And yes, he told me he liked how I decorated my locker, but like, it's not a big deal. Be cool, okay? Plus, I'm so not ready for a boyfriend. I'm just gonna focus on school and soccer and writing Ben loves Sarah equals love on all my binders. But who was the Gone Girl in this flick? The beautiful and talented Rosamund Pike? Don't worry, that was just a movie. She's still around. Question 7. In the only U.S. state composed entirely of islands, which one is the largest? Kauai, Maui, Hawaii. In the only U.S. state composed entirely of islands, which one's the largest? Kauai, Maui, Hawaii. Of course, there are U.S. territories that are islands, but we're asking for states, and then the island within that state that is the largest. This is not a trick question. Just sip this pina colada, wear this lei, and we'll see you later tonight at the luau. Aloha! Am I saying goodbye or hello? I'll never tell. Hopefully not goodbye quite yet. We haven't finished the quiz. Of the main islands, the 5 main islands, the biggest one is Hawaii. All volcanic, all spectacular, all destinations on my bucket list. Let's keep up towards your destination. Here's question 8. Cynar is an Italian aperitif whose featured ingredient is a member of what type of flowering plant? Nightshade, thistle, mallows. Cynar is an Italian aperitif whose featured ingredient is a member of what type of flowering plant? Nightshade, thistle, mallows. Cynar is a fancy Italian drink, but it sounds like some half alien, half robot beast that boards the Starship Enterprise and tries to hold everyone hostage. Cynar want to eat Spock. But then they work it out. They always do on that show. Star Trek. Kind of beautiful, really. You gotta love intergalactic cooperation. Another thing that I love? Helping my display bees win trivia, and we are getting down to the wire. Cynar gets most of its taste from none other than this plant with lots of heart. Artichoke, a proud member of the thistle family. Don't choke now, we just got a few questions left. Question 9. Based on PPP, which nation has the highest GDP per capita in Asia? Taiwan, Macau, United Arab Emirates. Based on PPP, which nation has the highest GDP per capita in Asia? Taiwan, Macau, United Arab Emirates. GDP is gross domestic product, and like, ugh, ew. Does that have anything to do with the PPP? In my day, we just used the 2 Ps to talk about it, but kids these days are getting pretty advanced. Probably not even using diapers anymore. Just come out knowing how to use the iPad and fully potty trained. For real though, PPP is purchasing power party. Yes. Basically, how much income each person has overall. See? See? Not so gross. Unless you think money is gross. But then why are you here? Yeah, money's not gross. Let's see if you're sticking around. The answer is Macau, with an estimated almost 85K a person. That's a lot of trivia wins, 85K a person. And it's time for the final question. Question 10. Which chemical name is correctly paired with the vitamin it corresponds to? Biotin, vitamin B1, retinol, vitamin A, phylloquinone, vitamin E. Which chemical name is correctly paired with the vitamin it corresponds to? Biotin, vitamin B1, retinol, vitamin A, phylloquinone, vitamin E. That's right. All the food you think is safe and natural, it's absolutely brimming with chemicals, brimming! In fact, it's made of chemicals. Think an apple is pure? Check out what's in this so-called thing a day that keeps the doctor away. Quercetin, catechin, fluoritsin, and chlorogenic acid. I mean, I can't even pronounce these things. And you thought fruit was healthy. Okay. So the rub here is that everything is made of chemicals. It's the added, non-naturally occurring chemicals you want to steer clear of. Biotin is actually vitamin B7. Speaking of vitamins, y'all are taking yours and drinking tons of water to making it all the way to the end. Whoa! Congratulations, winners. And honestly, congrats to me for being born, you know? Because one more reminder that today is, in fact, my birthday. And you know what? If I hadn't been